some people feel the financial sector reform further disadvantaged indigenous financial institutions to the, so it's like the structure has been made to be foreign dominated more. What are your thoughts about how that whole process was managed, the financial sector reform, the so-called cleanup?
Oh, the recent cleanup.
Yes, the recent one, not historic. I know you've mentioned FinSap and all those. I'm talking about this particular one where 9 banks became, some were taken over, or UT Capital became GCB, that one. Yes.
Well, I've said it before, that process was not managed well. Okay? If you have cross-indebtedness among several institutions, you want to open their books and see where you can do set-offs in the first place. You see what I'm saying? Otherwise, if I owe you 10 cedis, you also owe someone, 9 cedis, who also owes another 8 cedis, then 7 cedis. If I fail to pay you, you are in trouble. If you fail to pay the other party, it's in trouble. So if suddenly all of us are collapsed, we all are gone. On the other hand, if we examine our books, it will realize that, oh, if Togbe pays you the 10 cedis, everybody else is covered. Okay, then through set off, all of that is done. Maybe Togbe becomes the only person who goes, not all of us. I think it was, there was a lot of mistake in the way it was handled. So by the time probably they realized, it was too late to do it differently. So you saw many companies that collapsed, okay, who had debts that are owed by other companies, which also...
So the systemic risks that they were trying to solve for, actually they worsened, because they were trying to say that some of these companies, the way they are, if we let them remain, they will contaminate everybody else. So we better take them off. But you're saying that because of the interconnectedness,
you created a difficult situation. You could have avoided a lot of those. You see what I'm saying? Like I just simplified it. I owe you 10, you owe somebody 9. You see, you are not necessarily bad. The one you owe 9 is not necessarily bad. The one who is owed 8 is not necessarily bad. You see what I'm saying? But on the face of it, you are in trouble. Everybody is in trouble. But if we took our time and study the books and do the necessary set-offs, we would limit the problem.
All right.
You see, otherwise, you see, the moment you close a particular bank, you are creating many problems. One, that bank is no more even functional enough to be able to even chase those who owe it. And indeed, those who owe it might just feel, wow, this is a manna from heaven. The bank is no more. I probably don't have to pay. You see what I'm saying? But if you took your time, maybe you stop them from doing further lending. Okay? You put some controls on them. They probably can go and chase those monies. Okay? And then settle the indebtednesses. But once you close the bank down suddenly, what are you doing? Those who owe the bank are not going to come and volunteer to pay. They think that they have free money. It's almost like a debt forgiveness to many of them. Meanwhile, the bank that you've closed down also does not have the staff anymore to even go and chase those monies. So a more gentle approach would have meant, less adverse consequences for all of us. At the end of the day, maybe not X banks would have collapsed, maybe X minus Y banks, a small number of banks. And therefore, the crisis we had and the cost to government would have been a lot less.
Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed this video on Citi TV's YouTube channel. Subscribe for more videos on The Point of View. My name is Bernard Avle. Thank you.
The Point of View with Bernard Avle, Monday and Wednesday nights, only on Citi TV.